Hi everyone, how's life, and welcome to another one of my videos. Welcome to a Walt Disney World haul video. So firstly, before we even get into the haul, I just wanted to say a massive, huge thank you for all your lovely comments, your support on these Walt Disney World vlogs. My mum and I went to Disney World back in January of 2024, and I've been uploading the vlogs over the past week or so, and you may have noticed that the vlogs are very different to my usual style of vlogs, and that was a conscious decision because I was there for my mom. The trip was for her, and I wanted to make sure that she has the best time possible, and also I wanted to make sure that I spend as much time as possible with her off camera. But I still was able to film some vlogs for you, and I'm so appreciative of the fact that you guys have enjoyed them and your kind comments. Honestly, my mom and I have both been just so overwhelmed with the kind love and support, so thank you so much. And if you haven't checked out the vlogs, then I'll leave a link to a playlist in the description so you can check them out. But of course I did buy a few things on this trip, even though it was a very short trip. We were only there for just under a week actually, so we had about 6 full days. And yeah, let's have a look. So because it's actually been a few months since we got back from the trip, I don't even remember some of the things that I bought. Okay, there you go. We've got a pair of ears, and I think this was only one of 2 ears that I bought on this trip, and these I believe you could actually buy on Shop Disney. I think they might be sold out now, but I remember seeing them on Shop Disney ages ago when they were first released and really wanting them and just, you know, stopping myself. And then I saw them in person and they just look so pretty. They're by Joey Chow, one of my favorite Disney artists, and they're beautiful. And the price for these, oh my god, ears in Walt Disney World, guys, are definitely much more expensive than what I'm used to paying in Disneyland Paris. These actually don't seem to have the price on them, but from memory they were about $40, which is expensive. Next we have one of the Starbucks Disney specific mugs. This one's called the Discovery series, and I've been collecting these special Starbucks mugs for the past decade or so, I want to say, and not even just from Disney. I like collecting them from just different countries that I go to, and I only bought one of them, and it was the one for Magic Kingdom, because look at it. I really like the retro style of this one. Of course, you've got the castle, which is looking a little bit pink these days, some fireworks, Dapper Dance, some of the rides, Big Thunder, and yeah, you got the Starbucks logo here. I just really liked it, and Magic Kingdom was my mom's favorite park of all the parks that she visited whilst we were in Walt Disney World. She absolutely loved it, and it was very convenient actually us staying at the Grand Floridian, because it's definitely the park that she wanted to go to the most. And you know, I have some amazing memories in Magic Kingdom with my mom, so I thought I would get this to commemorate it. Speaking of the Magic Kingdom, on our first park day, which was of course the Magic Kingdom, my mom spotted this t-shirt that I'm wearing in one of the shops on Main Street, USA, and she really just wanted to get me a little treat on our first day. She was so excited to be in the parks, and I was so happy. You know, we were just happy that she'd made it after a very difficult year, recovering from her surgery, which, believe it or not, she's actually still recovering, and she's got another surgery coming up very soon, unfortunately. But we're going to talk about fun, happy things right now, and this t-shirt she loved and I loved as well. So I think it's actually from one of their new ranges, like a snacks range that Walt Disney World and maybe Disneyland California have released. It's got loads of different fun snacks. The Walt Disney World sign on the bottom is actually embroidered, and actually something that I really like is this little sleeve detail, which is lovely as well. It's black. I got it in a size large. I don't know how much it was, but I would estimate it to be around $35 probably. Another present from my mom to me that she actually spotted on our first day in Magic Kingdom is this lovely jumper, and this normally wouldn't be the type of thing that I would go for, especially like I think the colors, like the bright oranges and the pinks, it wasn't something that I was drawn to, but my mom found it and she absolutely loved it, and you know what, she got me to try it and I ended up loving it as well. Again, we found this on Main Street. I believe this is a Lily Pulitzer jumper slash zip up hoodie, obviously with Disney, and I quite like the fact that it's, you know, subtle. I mean, there's some Disney on here. Obviously you can see Minnie, the castle's there, Mickey's there, but overall it just kind of looks like a floral jumper, and I actually did wear it a couple of times whilst we were in Walt Disney World, so thank you so much to my mum. And also I wanted to give a huge thank you to Wild, who have sponsored this video. Now you might know that I've been a fan of Wild for quite a few years now, and if you don't know, Wild is a natural deodorant and body wash which uses no single-use plastic, and it comes in these beautiful premium cases such as this one, which you can personalize. I have done it with my name here if you wish to, and you just get refills for them, which means that not only are you helping the environment. It also will save you money in the long run. The cases are absolutely gorgeous and so easy to use, and they've got so many different colors on their website which you can choose from. The great thing is that the actual product itself is also very good, so the deodorant does last very long. On a park day it will last for you. I've used several of their different scents over the past couple of years and I honestly love all of them. They're all so beautiful. But today I want to talk to you about 3 new limited edition refills that Wild has recently released. We've got a Rainforest Oasis one, pink grapefruit and lime, and also elderflower and watermelon spritz. This is the Rainforest Oasis one, and let me just, oh wow, this smells wonderful. It's got a bit of a floral feel to it. You do smell the forest vibes. It's kind of citrusy too. It reminds me of being in a forest. It's a magical scent. You feel the dewy rain, the foliage. Oh, it's such a wonderful scent. Next we've got the pink grapefruit and lime one, and I'm very intrigued about this one actually. Okay, oh wow, I did not expect to enjoy the smell too much, but I really do. This one's quite a sweet smell compared to the other one. It's got a bit of a tangy scent as well, and yeah, feels very refreshing. And then last we've got the elderflower and watermelon one over here, which I don't know why every single time I smell one of these I'm surprised, because at this point I should know that none of the Wild scents, none of the Wild refills actually smell bad. They're all so wonderful in their own unique ways, and I love that they constantly release new ones. And you know, you can personalize your case as well, go for whatever color or design you want to. Because you've already got the case, you can just, you know, try different scents as and when they release new ones. And honestly, of the three new ones, I like all 3 of them. It's kind of hard to choose. I think my favorite probably is the Rainforest, because that generally tends to be more my vibe personally, but I'm very happy with the other 2 too. Wild have also recently released refillable shampoos and conditioners, which you can buy from Tesco's. But if you haven't made the switch to Wild yet, or if you just want to try one of the new refills for yourself, then Wild have been kind enough to give you a discount link for 20% off for the next 48 hours as and when this video has gone live. The discount code for you to use is SAM24, so SAM24, and you can see it here right now. Like I said, for the next 48 hours only, you can get 20% off all Wild products on their website, which I have linked down below. And yeah, so many different amazing cases to choose from, so many different scents. The new ones are all fantastic. So if you want to support the channel, if you want to try out Wild and do something good for the environment, then check out the link down below. And once again, thank you so much to Wild for sponsoring the video. Now, a t-shirt that I bought for myself is this Walt Disney World top that I really enjoyed, and I really like the color pink, but I feel like for some reason I don't actually own enough pink. And this one, especially with the logo on the front, the castle, the glittery silver color, Walt Disney World, I just really enjoyed it. And it's got the date, the park opening date, the resort. I got this in a size large again. This was about $38, so a little bit more expensive than, I guess, these t-shirts. I think this has a ladies cut, if you will, and it's slightly thinner material, like it feels a bit looser, if that makes sense. So I'm looking forward to wearing that in the summer, keeping with the theme of outfits, because to be fair, that's what I mainly spend my Disney money on, outfits and ears. This is the next thing that I bought from Walt Disney World. This is a jumper. I absolutely love this, and I've already actually worn this in Disneyland Paris on my last day in Disneyland Paris before I had a little bit of a break for my surgery. I did wear this. It's very comfortable. I love Minnie's expression. It is actually embroidered as well, so it's pretty good material. I got this in a size L as well, by the way, size large. And then you've got Walt Disney World on the back, and it kind of goes onto the sleeves too. It's slightly thicker than a regular Spirit jersey. I think it's better material, and I believe, I don't remember unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure this was a little bit cheaper than a regular Spirit jersey. I want to say this was about maybe $50 or $60. Another jumper that I bought on our very last night there actually. I'd seen it throughout our week there, and I kept arming and eyeing about it, but in the end it was actually kind of cold. I mean, Florida's rarely ever very cold, but in terms of Florida weather, it was actually quite cool on some of the evenings that we were there. Obviously, we were there in January, and that's what we expected. But one of the evenings I remember being significantly cold. I'd seen this before, obviously, throughout the trip, like I said, and I saw this in one of the shops, and I decided to just go for it. And I actually did wear this on our flight back to London as well, which was so nice, so comfortable. So this is just a Walt Disney World zip-up hoodie. and it's navy. I think they had it in a couple of different colors. They definitely had one in black and maybe green or red, but of course I went for the navy blue one. This is also a size large. It was about $60. On the back you can see, there you go, hopefully you can, sorry, give me the, let's put the hood up. It says Walt Disney World again, and yeah, I really like it. It's got the words on the sleeves too. Like I said, very nice and comfortable, and I just didn't think I would find something like this again anytime soon in Walt Disney World, because generally the type of merchandise that they sell in Walt Disney World is t-shirts and, you know, not necessarily jumpers, because not many people would want to buy jumpers or, you know, things that are mainly for colder months when they're in Disney World, because generally it's quite hot. So I made the most of the fact that they were selling this. I absolutely love it, and it's something that I will be able to use many times because I live in Europe. I go to Paris often, even London, like it's cold, so you know, I have already actually used it quite a bit. This last t-shirt, honestly, I'm still surprised that I own, and I haven't worn it quite yet, but I will do. Maybe next year, who knows. And can you guess what it is? Oh my god, I can't believe I actually bought this. This here is a Figment t-shirt. Now, I never thought there would come a day where I would actually own a Figment top, but I do, and I just genuinely really like the style of this t-shirt. I like the tie-dye. I think it looks really cool, and even the logo, I like that it's, you know, the different pavilions in the World Showcase in Epcot, and it does have the Festival of the Arts logo there as well, and Figment isn't even that annoying on here. Like, I feel like I could deal with his expression. He might even be a little bit cute, and I actually like the fact that it says the date as well. Again, because I was there with my mom, this trip was extremely special for me, so anything with dates on, which I normally actually don't like, on this occasion I really wanted to just commemorate, so I got this. But I didn't know I could buy this until quite a few of you actually told me that I should try with my Disneyland Paris annual pass, because you may notice here on the sleeve it says pass holder. So this was actually a pass holder exclusive piece of merchandise, because Walt Disney World do quite a lot of exclusive merchandise for their annual pass holders, unlike Disneyland Paris, because I've spoken about it in one of my vlogs, but in Disneyland Paris in France, you know, it's against the law to have some items in a shop only reserved for certain people. You can have a full shop only reserved for certain people, but you can't just have a few items in the same shop that other people are shopping at, you know what I mean? Whereas in America they can do that. So yeah, this was in the exclusive range, and I'd again seen it a few times, and I think I might have put a story up on my Instagram as a joke, really, because I didn't think I would ever get this. I was just like, I really want this, because I did. I thought it looked really cool, and I was talking about how surprised I was as to how much I liked this t-shirt, considering it's a Figment top, and obviously I'm not generally the biggest Figment fan. And so many of you replied to that story and let me know that I should try with my Disneyland Paris annual pass, because apparently some of you had done this before and it had worked. Some of you actually said you've used your Disneyland Paris pass to get discounts in restaurants as well, which is something I've never tried. So please let me know in the comments down below if you have done this before. I don't think it's officially something that is like a thing, but I mean, maybe it's worth trying. I don't know. I mean, in terms of my experience for this t-shirt, it absolutely worked. Like, there wasn't even a question. There was a lovely cast member there, and I just said, just wondering, you know, is it okay for me to use my Disneyland Paris annual pass? I don't have an annual pass for Walt Disney World, but I do have an annual pass for Disneyland Paris. And I showed him my pass, and he did say that it's not something that, like, it's not in the system, so it's not like an automatic, like, oh, they're gonna scan your pass kind of thing. In fact, he didn't scan my pass at all. So I think it's just up to the cast member. So he just said it's not in our system, but absolutely, why not? You can buy this. You've got a Disneyland Paris annual pass, I'm just going to let you buy it, kind of thing. So take that with a pinch of salt. Is that what it is? Sometimes maybe some cast members might accept it, some people might not. This was the only time I tried to use my annual pass to get an annual pass exclusive piece of merchandise, and the cast member was like absolutely fine with it. I imagine it's probably a little bit more difficult if you try it for discounts and whatnot. Like I said, I've never done that, but I would love to hear your experiences if you've done it before. That t-shirt was $35, by the way, $34.99, but with tax it would have been about $36 probably. Anyway, the next thing I've got here is this beautiful Walt Disney World photo album priced at $24.99. It's been ages since I bought an album, a Disney album, from any of the parks, but again, because this was a special trip, I thought I would actually print out photos and memories and everything. And it's a beautiful design as well. Like, I just really enjoyed the design of this. Look at it. I think I'm just really drawn to the Disney World castle these days because of the fact that it's now a little bit more pink since their 50th anniversary. A lot of people were not a fan of it. I actually quite like the castle now. I think it looks better than it did before. I know it might be controversial, but it's, you know, it's got more life to it. It's a bit more magical. It looks a bit more like the one in Disneyland Paris. And yeah, I'm excited to print out the photos and put it in here. The next thing is actually a little present that I got for one of my friends' daughters. She's got a baby, and I had never bought any baby clothes from Walt Disney World, and I saw this and I thought it was really cute. This was $20, but look at it. Look how adorable the design is. Like, so many different Disney parks themes. There's Dole Whip, there's the Mickey ears. I cannot wait to give this to her. I also got this keychain for, I want to say this was maybe about $8, and it's a 2024 keychain. It's a dangly one. Again, 2024, an awesome year for me in terms of Disney. And then I also got this. I always like getting one of these hand sanitizers when I go to Disney World because they're just so convenient. You can attach them to your backpack and they're so cute as well. So yeah, this is obviously Pascal from Tangled. If you've watched the vlogs, you would know that my mom and I stayed at Disney's Grand Floridian resort, which is, it's a dream resort, it really is, and I still can't believe that we stayed there, but my mom especially absolutely adored it. It was so perfect for the type of trip that we had as well, considering we were taking it a lot more slow. It was important to me for my mom to actually really enjoy the resort that she's staying at, just in case she wanted to have some slightly more chilled afternoons or days even, and she fell in love with the Grand Floridian resort straight away. And whilst of course a lot of this is because of how beautiful the Grand Floridian resort is as a whole, it did also have a lot to do with the phenomenal cast members who checked us in on our first evening. So Hannah and Cece, they were outstanding, and not only that, you'll actually see in the next vlog, probably if it's not up already, that not only were they amazing when we checked in and really pixie dusted us, but even the day after, on our first full day where we were in Magic Kingdom, when we got back to the resort, they had this phenomenal surprise waiting for us, and it brought tears to both of our eyes. Like, my mom really felt the magic in Disney World from the start, from the moment we checked in, from the moment we got to Disney. She felt it, and she hadn't been to any Disney park for about a decade. You know, Disneyland Paris is the only park that she had ever been. She's the one who obviously took me to Disneyland Paris when I was younger. She loves Disney, but she was a little bit unsure about how it would be like for her right now, especially after her surgery, and yet it was just, everything felt so taken care of for her. It was, honestly, I feel like I'm gonna well up just talking about it and thinking about it. But anyway, because of that, the Grand Floridian resort has become extremely special to me now, and to my mom as well. In fact, she's already said she wants to go back at some point, so hopefully we will get to go back to Walt Disney World together at some point, who knows when. But yeah, in the Grand Floridian resort shop, well, they have a few shops there, but in one of them I spotted these ears, which are Grand Floridian resort specific ears. I think they're made by Loungefly. Yeah, it does have the Loungefly logo here. These were priced at $45. Again, expensive, but I just thought they were so pretty and I love them. I really think they're lovely ears, and they're always going to remind me of the Grand Floridian, and so I had to purchase them. Equally, I had to get this beautiful Disney's Grand Floridian magnet. This was $15 or $14.99, and I just love it. Look at that. Look at the resort. Look at Mickey and Minnie. Ah, it's so pretty. Now, I did buy one more thing from Disney's Grand Floridian resort. It was a little present from me to my mum, and it was like a beautiful tea set, which unfortunately I don't have it here with me right now, but it looked gorgeous. I actually managed to somehow get it without her noticing and surprised her with it once we got back to London, and obviously we're having Disney Blues, and it was, you know, she really had no clue that I bought it. She hadn't even seen it, to be fair. She didn't even know it existed, and she absolutely loved it. So it was a beautiful set, and it had the Grand Floridian logo GF on it. The last few things I have here now are just pins, and I did get a few pins. I bought this Walt Disney World pin because I thought it looked really cute with all the icons. This was yellow in terms of its price. I of course had to buy the beautiful, the beautiful Grand Floridian pin, because I like collecting pins from every Disney hotel, especially with Walt Disney World hotels that I stay at. So yeah, it's a similar kind of logo design to what the magnet was, but it does open. This was a pink one. And then of course, because we were there doing Epcot's Festival of the Arts, and that happens to be my favorite Epcot festival, I did also buy this. It's a limited edition pin for the Festival of the Arts 2024. It's Mickey with a beautiful art palette. This one does actually have the price, and it was $17.99. Normally limited edition pins tend to be a little bit more expensive. Now let's get to the freebies that we got, you know, just the little complimentary things that you get. So this is a Festival of the Arts map that anyone can pick up when they go to Epcot. Loads of fun activities can be done here. You've got photos of some of the snacks that is available during the festival, and yeah, it's a nice little keepsake too. I don't have it here with me right now because I actually gave this away to one of my friends' daughters, but I also did get the scavenger hunt thing that you can get from Epcot for the Festival of the Arts. You would have hopefully seen it in my Festival of the Arts specific video, and hopefully you'll be seeing it right now. But yeah, that's a fun activity that you can do. You do have to pay for that one actually. I think it was about $10 to buy it, but then you get a little prize at the end, and I do actually have the prize. This over here is the prize that you can get if you complete the scavenger hunt, and there was a few different things that I could have chosen from. It's like a painting thing. I decided to go for Figment. Can you believe it? I thought, seeing as I'm somehow a Figment fan now, seeing as I own a Figment t-shirt, I might as well just, you know, give full respect to Figment. I mean, it is he's the icon of the Festival of the Arts for some reason. He's the face of it, so it made sense for me to get Figment. They also had Mickey, Minnie, and I want to say maybe, I can't remember who the fourth one was, maybe Stitch, but either way I went for Figment. And well, I've got this as well. I thought I would show you. I've got quite a few of these little, again, park maps, and I love that Disney World still does them, like these actual paper ones that you can get with times and everything. I picked this one up because it had Figment on it, and I met Figment on the trip for the first time. Like, I'm fully becoming a Figment stan at this point. But yeah, the last couple of things that I want to show you are beautiful badges, and badges are free. You can get them either at the City Hall, I believe. Cast members can give them out to you. You can get them for different things, whether you're celebrating an engagement or a birthday or just, you know, celebrating life. And when we checked in to the Grand Floridian on our first evening, Hannah and Cece, the lovely cast members working at the Grand Floridian there and checking us in, gave my mum and I probably the two most special Disney badges I've ever received. And again, it was so unexpected. We were so tired. It was at the end of a very long day of traveling. Obviously, we went through Atlanta. If you haven't checked out our travel day vlogs, it was a pretty long journey. We were very tired. We'd been up for so long, and these badges are just, they're just so special. And Cece was actually the one who wrote on these badges. Hannah said Cece's like the artist there, and her art was amazing. She asked what my mom's favorite Disney character was, and I wasn't sure between Donald and Dory, so she actually drew both of them on her badge, her first visit badge, which my mom adored from the moment, again, I gave it to her. She like was constantly wearing it. Even on the day that we went to Universal, she wanted to wear it, and I had to tell her, Mom, even you can wear it if you want to, but the Universal's not part of Disney. And I can't remember if she actually ended up wearing it or not. Maybe she did. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can wear it whenever you want to, kind of thing. But she loved it. And again, this is something that I don't actually physically have with me. But as soon as we got back to London, she did put it up in her room. And she actually has my badge as well because she wanted them next to each other. Mine just says Mum and Daughter Trip, I think. Cece wrote it for me. It was honestly such a beautiful, special trip, and one that I will treasure forever, and one that I didn't think would go quite as smoothly as it did. Everything was just so wonderful, from the cast members, from my mom's enjoyment of the trip. Like, she absolutely fell in love with Walt Disney World, like more than I ever could have imagined, more than she thought. Like, she wanted to go, she was excited, but she was also, like I said, a little bit hesitant, more than anything because of the fact that she'd had a very traumatic year with the awful accident that she was in, and so she hadn't really traveled anywhere new since that accident. So she was a little bit scared. I was worried because if anything happened, I was obviously going to be looking after her. But everyone was so kind. The cast members in the parks was so helpful, so understanding. Little things that I was worried about, everyone made sure for us to not worry about. She honestly came away from that trip just loving Disney World and understanding really what's so special about Disney World, which is really the cast members. The beauty, the magic of Disney, at the core of it is the people that create the magic. I mean, don't get me wrong, she enjoyed the rides, she enjoyed meeting some of the characters that she met. Mickey Mouse was definitely her favorite, although she really wanted to meet Donald as well. For some reason we didn't get a chance to. That's hopefully going to be for next time. But really at the core of it is the cast members, and thankfully she got to experience that special magic and beauty of cast members and what they can do from our first moments in the Grand Floridian. And again, that's thanks to not just Hannah and Cece, who were incredible, but also the rest of the cast members that we got to, you know, interact with throughout our trip. I never thought this would happen, but literally on our first full day after we came back to the hotel from Magic Kingdom, my mom said she wants to come back one day, and I blown away and I'm happy though. I'm so happy, and hopefully, like I said, we will get to go back one day. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope you enjoyed it. You got to see some of the merchandise that you can get, especially if you're visiting maybe in the colder months, some of the things that aren't normally available. Like I said, I had an incredible time. I am so lucky that I got to do this trip, and once again, thank you so much to you guys for being the best viewers anyone could ever wish for. You guys are incredible. On a daily basis, your DMs, your comments just make my heart burst with happiness. And you might be hearing some cars outside. Maybe you can't hear it, I'm not sure, but if you did it, pretend that was actually my heart bursting. That's very cheesy. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do check out the link down below for Wild, who have sponsored this video. I've been working with them for quite a few years now, and they are an amazing brand. So link down below. Thank you so much, and Disneyland Paris vlogs will be coming very soon. See you next time. Bye bye.